I beat the bell, baby. Woo! I beat the bell by like 3 seconds. Let's go. AMC's earnings today. It's a big day for you AMC folks out there. And hopefully we do well today. We're already in the green, up 1/4%. Let's see if we could retest 35. I know on Friday, pre-market, it was looking pretty well, but of course Fridays usually dump. But let's see. Gold was flushing last night, guys. As you guys take a look at gold, Tesla being Tesla. Let's get Rob on right now. Let's see, open Discord. Ooh. Hello? Morning, Rob.
Who is it?
Doing good in yourself?
Uh, right.
Big day today, eh?
Really?
AMC's earnings, man. It's always a big day on earnings. Always looking
No.
forward. I'm always looking forward towards earnings, to be honest.
I'm looking forward to the earnings call. I
That
have an
as
idea.
well.
I have an idea what the earnings are going to be, but I'm looking forward to the earnings call. I want to hear. I want to hear some stuff.
That's after hours too. So we're gonna stream for an hour this morning, and we're gonna come back after hours as well. It's probably like 2 hours after hours, after the market closes.
Something like
Probably.
that.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see which retail questions he answers.
Well, probably that Timothy B question for sure. That's number one voted, so I believe. Let's go to Ortex because I think the short interest went up like 2%.
Yeah, I sold 1,300 shares. I still got 800, I think.
For tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
AMC short interest is at 16.32%, so it's up like 2% from last week. So it looks like there was kind of the short interest went actually up into earnings by like 2%. So far, we're not going anywhere in AMC. Still kind of flat here. No sign of direction just yet. GameStop as well.
I'd rather see that than a sell-off.
Tesla's pulling back. Let's see if we have a new high on the SPY this week. That'll be. Oh, we have the CPI on Wednesday too, guys. On Wednesday, we have the CPI. Let's see. Twitter. He was talking about his Mara position. Yeah, Doge is killing it, man. I'm not gonna lie. What did Doge hit? Like 27? William? Let's see. Any news on Twitter? 28 cents, that's right. Tesla has officially delayed the Cybertruck to 2022. Hmm. Let's see. AMC still not going anywhere. Kind of flat still. 3260s. Let's see what gold's at. Gold recover. So yesterday somebody dumped a ton of options on gold. This is why I had that mini flash crash down to 1677. But we're bouncing here now. Silver as well. Nikola founder Trevor Milton dumps 77 million worth of stock, and the stock hits a new high. I don't even know who would be buying this right now, to be honest. There we go. I saw some people talking about AABB as a printing stock. Some just some TA and day trading sub. I can consider estimate of 180 currently at 11 cents. Let's take a look. There's no volume on this, man. They probably want to dump their bags on you. Very little buying and selling. Morning, Keith. I guess McDonald's is running out of food bag supplies. Their little bags.
Well, they're going to have to, start selling recyclable, reusable ones then, I guess, huh?
Or just give you your food out of the bag. Oh, it's Hood looking big, 4 million in 4 minutes. I'd be careful with Hood, man. Until it's back above like 65, I'd be very careful. This one actually did come down under my alert on Friday. Let's set up another alerts. Tesla as well, right under 7. Maybe we crack under 7 again today. Back to AMC. We're pushing, baby. Now we're moving. Now we have some direction to talk about. Triple threes, 3330s. It's just that earnings pump. I think we could probably retest 35s. We also mentioned that one random short hedge fund last week. That's out of the news.
Huh?
No news on GameStop. Go to Hood would only be interesting if it's back above like the 60s. Until then, it's not. I wouldn't consider a buy. Let's see Jim Cramer's Twitter. AMC is about to hit 34. Look at that big spike here on GameStop. There we go.
On both of
I
them.
have a feeling this is like another little squeeze on AMC, like the ones we randomly see throughout the middays.
Uh, this is going into earnings. This is buying the rumor, selling the news.
No, this is what I expected like last week. But every single time we opened, we dumped. Look at this. Dump. Push, but dumped. Looking back on Wednesday's price action, this was a little aggressive.
Yeah, what goes up like that
Comes.
often comes down just as fast.
Well, that's why we need to hold support levels too. I mean, at this pace, we'd probably hit 35 in the next couple minutes.
Morning, Colleen.
Morning, Colleen. No tweets by Jim Cramer, guys.
Well, he's holding off after calling everybody a communist.
He's talking about vaccines. Norwegian cruise lines can require Florida passengers to show proof of vaccination. Federal judge rules.
As a company, that's well within their purview, I would think.
Zoom Info announces pricing of a secondary offering of shares. That's ticker symbol ZI.
Well, he doesn't want me to spend it. He wants me to sell stocks.
Kramer?
Yeah. I got my fingers crossed on that one I was looking at.
What was the
I
ticker?
don't think
AXIM? No. It was
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it.
it already bounced, right?
Yeah.
We should have hopped in pre-market.
tried, but Vanguard doesn't do extended hours, unfortunately.
Think or Swim? No? Or you're trying to buy on Vanguard?
Yeah, it's the only place I had money available from my Mara sale.
Moderna is rallying this morning. It's up 3.6%. I guess there's some news on some third shot. These boosters for some people, extra dose.
Well, they said 6 months it might require uh, a booster, especially since it wasn't designed really around the Delta variant.
See, now I'm starting to feel weird about a third shot.
Oh hell, I don't care. I get one every 6 months. Doesn't bother me in the least.
And a lot can happen in 6 months, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Alrighty, AMC is indeed now testing that support level at 33.30s. Let's see if we can hold here. This is what we just mentioned. What goes up fast comes down fast. We just need to hold support levels. What time is the 4 p.m. Central is the call.
Oh shit, really?
Yep. Well, that's what it says on Think or Swim, but you know how flawed their timing is with earnings. That should be about right. 2 p.m. here. It's usually like 1 to 2 hours after the market closes.
No, see, I'm sitting there thinking that's just 1 hour after the market closes. I'm guessing they want to get it over with quick, and so they can get home and still maybe beat rush hour traffic.
Maybe. What's Bitcoin at? Let's see Bitcoin.
Oh, good God, Phoenix! Oh man, we're trying to have a good day here, and you want to bring up a new variant? I haven't even heard of that one.
Bitcoin hit 46K. I can't believe it.
That's all right. Rug will get pulled out on it Wednesday.
When CPI comes out.
Yeah. But it did do its normal Sunday sell off.
But didn't it rally on
It
Saturday?
came, well, it rallied on Saturday, sold off on Sunday, and then it started coming back this morning. I'm like, man, I'm sitting there watching a 4%, change. I'm like, this thing is so freaking manipulated. And I mean, the Sunday thing is clockwork. It's every Sunday.
Just take your profits on Sunday.
Yeah.
Riot is ripping. Yeah, Morrow and Riot are probably hot right now too.
Yeah, they're actually pretty close in price too.
Up 8%, hit a high at 37. Well, at least you got your backing in your 30s. I know we were talking about Morrow when we were in the 20s. And you're like, I'm gonna sell when it hits 30, $40.
And I sold out a portion of it. And I've got the other 800 set at 50 in case it keeps running.
There we go. AMC actually bounced off the support level.
I mean, I left a little money on the table because I wasn't expecting this morning. I was expecting it to turn around and come back down again, but whatever. I left a couple of dollars on the table.
Just in case it keeps on going higher.
Yeah, and I've still got 800 shares. So either way, I'm playing with house money now.
Mm-hmm.
And if it comes back down, I'll buy back in what I sold a whole lot cheaper than what I sold it at.
By the dip. Because it'll always come back down.
It has.
Mm-hmm. It's only a matter of time.
I'll
Are
sit here and scalp it as many times as they'll let me.
are those all legit variant names, Gardenum, or are you just playing around?
Morning, Booker.
See what's trending on Twitter. Uh, the Rockies. No,
If
keep
they
up with the baseball.
if this COVID shit keeps having new variants, AMC's going to be in a world of hurt, especially if they keep getting more transmissible, more deadly.
It'll always just be a new variant every 6 months. I'm waiting for the known variant. Yeah, I think Saxel has something to do with baseball. I think it's a baseball team, right? Regarding the racial slur incident at the end of today's game. Something to do with baseball. Uh-oh. We jinxed AMC. Came back down under support. They suck. Really weird trading on AMC right now. Damn it, Spy's already bouncing. Tesla also bounced. Nasdaq is somewhat flat right now. Kind of boring open, don't you think?
Man, it's just a boring day.
It just feels weird. I don't see anything going on. Let's see with Hood. Look,
It feels like a
Hood's even kind
Monday.
of flat.
It just feels like a Monday.
It does feel really weird. It isn't. We're not seeing anything too crazy. The the Kramer variant. Like even my Twitter feed, there really isn't a lot of news updates. There's like
Oh, you're
some
being checked. You're being
wildfires.
shadow banned by Twitter now too.
Probably. AMC's coming down back to flat zone. Yeah, Cam Bomb. AMC came down pretty quick. I mean, that's like a trend we've been seeing. I mean, we had that rally to 35. Where is it? On Wednesday. Look at this. We had a 35 push. We were at 32 pre-market, and look at this massive down draw. The drawdown we had. The ladder, I guess you could call it. Looks like we're seeing the same thing now.
That's a
34
cliff, not
push.
a ladder.
Oh, it's a cliff, yeah. Oh, you know what they say? Stocks take the stairs up and the window down.
Well, I'm sure we all know some hedge fund, C-suite people we would love to see do that as well.
Oh man. We're for sure gonna get some drama this afternoon. Remember how, like a couple months ago, it'd be how crazy AMC would get with the news. Any little piece of news article you'd get on AMC, it'd be all over, and people would be losing their minds. Like when Adam Aaron retracted or he postponed the 500 million shares to like next year, and then he removed it, and it was just so dramatic. Now it's kind of a little bit more chill, I guess you could say, more calm with the stock.
Yeah, something that's not making the news rounds is something I heard this morning on CNBC. And yeah, it's a bear fund
Oh,
or bear
Chanos?
fund, huh?
Was it Chanos? Because
Uh,
he was a
no,
massive short seller on Tesla a couple years ago.
no,
He got
no.
destroyed. Jim Chanos, I think is his name. Another
I can't
Jim.
I can't remember who it was, but anyway, long story short is he said that there's potential for AMC to what the hell did I send you? How did I phrase that? Da, 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 da. There's potential for AMC to violate their debt covenants in the fourth quarter of 2021.
I don't think you sent me that.
Now I sent it to you. Sent it to you at 6:51 a.m. my time.
Is that with the bonds, the convertible bonds?
Yeah, that's when I'm sitting there. That was actually yeah, it was in that same post, in that same string of posts to you. Uh,
Well, well, they're carrying how much in debt? Like five.
I think it's more than that.
I think the biggest thing out of my guess is like the biggest thing out of the AMC earnings today, the earnings call is probably going to be some debt restructuring type of thing. Probably. Short AMC at 33.80 and cover at 32.80 for $1. I can't short. There is no shorts available here on a Think or Swim. Lucky if you can find some, to be honest. I mean, we could always short
Yeah,
Apple though.
you can sell your short shares short and then rebuy at market close.
I can sell my what?
You can sell your own shares short and then rebuy them at a lower price.
Oh wait, what do you mean? How would I do that?
Oh, good Lord. Not
You,
that hard, really.
I mean,
So, yeah, I
like if
don't
I try to sell right now, it would just say unavailable.
know.
Watch.
Don't you own shares right now, though?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
Remember I told you I sold last week? I'm lucky I sold too. E-Trade still has shares to borrow. I think Interactive Brokers might have some as well. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're still kind of battling 33 here. Hopefully we don't have a flat day today. GameStop not doing too bad either. What's going on with Tyson Foods?
They agreed to be sold, bought out.
Tyson Foods says costs are rising faster than it can hike prices. I knew these
At least I
price hikes
think it.
would come.
Oh, wait, maybe it wasn't Tyson that agreed to be bought out. Which one was
I
it?
don't
It was
think it was.
another chicken place.
I eat chicken? Oh, here it is. By September 5th, half of America now vaccinated as forced jabs increase. There's like this Vanguard, right? They were giving $1,000 bonuses to their employees who got vaccinated. Where's my $1,000, man? Tyson, U.S. meat exports increase 18%, led by beef. Interesting.
Who the hell is it?
It wasn't Tyson for sure. There isn't no talks of buyout here. Chicken
Let me
up
see.
3.3%.
Let me see. It was ConAgra that. I'm have to find that.
I thought there was like some bacteria in their chicken for Tyson. There's that pullback on AMC 3250s. Interactive Brokers has 1.7 million AMC to borrow and 700,000 GameStop. Interesting. But there's a minimum for Interactive Brokers too, I believe. Was it 10K, I believe you're supposed to have in your account minimum
For what?
to have a Interactive Brokers account? In that
No.
case, no. Oh, it's they removed that because like
Yeah.
4 years ago
No.
they were known for their minimum. They were
No.
always
I
known as
mean,
the top tier broker, but they had this crazy minimum. Maybe it might have been 30K.
no. That doesn't exist any longer. I opened my account with like $200.
Wow, that's the case. I guess we might have to open up an account on here. Let's see. I mean, but the only point I would have is just to short stocks. Morning, Rich. So we went
It
from
was Sanderson Farms. That's who's being bought out.
Sanderson's.
Sanderson, yeah, Farms.
Oh,
Instead of Cargill, that's who it is.
Cargill and Continental Grain Company. Never heard of this brand. Interactive Brokers is now 2,000 minimum to short.
I got that. I'll wait till it gets to 36.
AMC.
Yeah,
Probably maybe back to 40. I think it could probably test 40.
I doubt it. I honestly think there's going to be it's going to be a shit show this evening.
Rip. Excuse me. Really?
Yeah, really.
Maybe it'll stay flat. Honestly, maybe it'll just stay
That's
flat.
that's the best outlook.
Yeah. Oh, see, it was a 10K minimum. Interactive Brokers eliminates 10K minimum. This was 2019.
So you're about 2 years behind in your news.
I'm
Are you are
Ortex
you
right
are
now.
you are
I'm like
you gonna say, are
Ortex.
you competing? Are you competing with Ortex? Uh-huh.
I knew there was some minimum for sure because when I first started trading, that's why Robinhood was the best option. Simple, no minimum, it's free, and I think Interactive Brokers, if I recall, had some crazy minimum. But now I guess that's gone 2 years ago. Morning, Nathan. AMC. We went from green to red, and we're back now in the green territory. GameStop new high 157. Nice. Gold, gold, gold. This was the drop we had on gold yesterday. GameStop new high 158. Lovely.
Yeah, Phoenix. That's an interesting couple of stocks. One's
Gatham.
getting bought out at more than what they're worth. So yeah, the share price on that one's going up. The golden nugget, and amazingly, DraftKings is going up too. That one actually threw me for a loop. They're paying more than what it's worth, and their stock is going up. I, that was an interesting. It's been an interesting morning on that stuff.
Yeah, it's up like 50%.
Yeah, and SAVA is going on another tear.
Oh, you mentioned this one too. Oh,
Yeah,
105.
yeah. I told you it's going to be 111 by this week.
Look at that beautiful bounce. This is something I wish like what was the other stock we were talking about? Those two stocks, Baidu was one of them. What's the ticker? Baidu was one of them. The Bill Wang stocks.
Right.
There was two other ones that never went up. They were such a flop, such a disappointment. I was gonna buy. I have them at the tip of my tongue.
Well, that would be. Oh, I don't know the. Crap.
I know the stocks, but I just can't. There's too many tickers. Somebody here has to know the tickers. I know stocks a lot. Knows the tickers. Yes, Viacom and Discovery. Look,
That's it. Yeah.
this one just hit a new low right now.
Yeah. And they
Look at
still
this.
they still haven't
This
recovered.
stock never bounced. Like there was these mini rallies, yes, but compared to 101 at the highs here, and that oh look at this drop. It just hurts. There was never really a recovery to like at least 80, 75. No, it wasn't right. Discovery had a worse of a collapse than right. Look at that.
So I'm
28.
kicking myself for not jumping on SAVA when I called it. I was like, oh man.
At least just had somewhat of a bounce. There's just so many tickers, you always get them confused. I took a small L on that. Yeah, Saxel, never bounced. And I was just patient to buy that too. I'm glad I was patient. Else I would have got wrecked too.
Well, I think I would have made like 30 cents already. But as many months ago as we talked about it, when I said, yeah, it's approaching that buy territory, it's just like, really?
Salvo, right?
Yeah, 30 cents a share. And because wouldn't have had it much faith in it, because I'm still not certain that it's a good buy, but 30 cents a share.
Times.
Okay, 1% over 6 months. No, thank you.
I mean, you would have probably would have sold, right?
Oh,
30
by
cents a
now, yeah.
share. Say you bought like 5,000 shares. You probably would have bought more, no?
Oh, no, 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 no. I wouldn't have. I would have gone maybe 1,000 max. And I just don't have any faith in them right now.
That probably would have been like what?
See, I would have
Three,
been
four
playing.
hundred
I would have
bucks.
been playing a bounce. I would have been playing the dead cat bounce thing
Mm-hmm.
on it. But Yeah, 30-cent bounce on a $40 share, $30 share. Really not that good.
I mean, but hey, it's like you scoped it out, you saw the play, you saw the opportunity. This is your entry, this is your exit. Boom, like that. I
Yeah.
think that's more valuable than the profit itself. Lordstown Motors investor Workhorse Group sold 72% of stake in the startup company. Workhorse sold 12 million of 16.5 million shares since July 1st.
Yeah, somebody brought up Workhorse last week, I think,
Oh, yes, yes, I remember.
if it was a buy. And I'm like, have they announced any new contracts?
Exactly.
And I'm like, I wouldn't touch this thing until they announce new contracts.
And like a dip to 929 pre-market on earnings. Conference calls going on right now, I believe, too.
What are they going to say? Yeah, we don't have any new contracts. We're losing money.
So that's where the Workhorse news came out. Ride, let's take a look at Ride. Ride just came off a new low as well, 568. This was at 9 when the CEO and the CFO left. That was already the massive red flag. I don't know who would still be holding this. They just got sliced in half now at that point. Daily on AMC, we're still under the EMA. There might be a 40 test soon. I think there's still some chance to hit 40. But one thing we've been lacking is that volume.
Well, like I say, I today's going to be a shit show after hours.
If it is, and I'll probably be excited for tomorrow to buy in on the dip, if there is a dip.
Well, I can pretty much guarantee you there's going to be a dip and there's going to be a slight recovery as retail tries to buy more shares. I think yeah, it's just my opinion. Throwing good money after bad on that one.
How many votes does that question have? Let's pull up that Apex clearing website. Timothy B. 67.7 million shares voted on that question. 63.5k votes. 67.7 million. 67.
Yeah, okay, let's back up. How are they verifying these share counts?
You
I
have
mean,
to
people,
you have
you
to
have to what?
create an account on this third-party website called Say's
Uh-huh.
Technologies. And not just for this stock, there's a lot of other stocks. I've seen Tesla do this as well. You log in and then you connect your broker, whether that be whatever, Charles Schwab, Robinhood. I'm not sure with Robinhood
Yeah,
or
I'm
Webull.
not letting them have access to my information.
That's the problem. Thinkorswim, like, is just like a trust issue. That's why I changed my passwords after. But you log in, they see how many shares you have, and you can actually vote after that. But that's until you create the account and log in. That they'll actually see how many shares, verified shares you have. But here's the problem. When I logged in to vote, I had my what, 80 shares. I voted, and then I sold them the next day. So that's it. Like I don't have the shares anymore.
And you're not the only one doing that. And I mean, if you only had 80 shares, you're not even a minnow
Yeah.
comparatively to some retail holders.
And
So
how about the institutions holding shares? I think people are not counting for that as well.
yeah, ain't no way I'd let somebody have access to my account.
Hopefully this doesn't end up like that blockchain situation where there's like people getting hacked and stuff. We're still in the green again, above $33 on AMC. Not too bad.
And there goes Viacom down some more.
Oh,
We mention it, and it starts going down some more.
I think it wants me to buy. I think it wants me to buy. Stocks lot. That's for the company itself, right? That's like the actual AMC vote, not the third party software. Look what Stacks lot said. He says I thought you had to be holding since July 2nd in order to vote. That's for the actual company, right? Correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong, Rob.
that's for the shareholders meeting
Exactly.
proxies.
That's this third party say technologies thing is something completely different, and that's what I was confused. I'm like, why am I able to vote if I literally bought these shares like a day before the same day?
Okay, hold on. Let's back up a second. You said there's like 76 million registered shares through that thing, right? Or something like
Look at
that.
this. So this is actually legit. I would say, like, I can say that these numbers are probably legit because I actually logged in to see if I was able to vote, and it did let me vote. As you can see here, you can upvote this question after logging in and verifying your shares,
Right.
of course.
But my thing being is, let's see, there's 500 million authorized shares.
Right. There's like 510, something like that. I'll check right now just to be sure.
I mean, that's barely over 10% of the authorized shares. Retail doesn't even own this company. Don't know where all the rest of the shares are, or people like me aren't really interested in letting these guys have access to their accounts, which is a possibility. But for you would think you would see 250, 300 million shares, something like that, if retail ownership was as big as it claims to be.
There's also a lot of people who can vote on this who aren't able to have access to that. See, Claudia just said, "Why can't we vote in Canada?" See, I don't know. I just that's what I was thinking as well. I thought you weren't able to vote in Canada, but there's actually somebody here who actually was able to vote in Canada. I think it's Kevin. I believe it's Kevin. Kevin Gooder. Are you still here? I think he
He was
is.
here earlier.
Yeah, I think he's actually from Canada and he was able to vote. I think it's just like a 50-50. You either can or you can't, especially out of state.
There he is. I voted. That's what he
And
said.
you're from Canada, right, Kevin? And I think you're on. I'm not sure what broker you're on, to be honest. My wife and I own over 5,000 shares. Nice. There's 513 million authorized shares. Pretty sure if Apex wanted to access your account, they can. I'm
Yeah,
with Quest Trade.
that might be true, Darth. There, it's a good possibility because they kind of have access to every broker out there. But some third party, no, I'm not letting them have access. I'm not stepping into that noose, willingly.
Not even for like GameStop. If they had
No,
a,
no.
you guys heard it here first. Don't trust these third party. I mean, I literally just got money stolen off my blockchain, and I still logged in. That's just me right there. I love getting wrecked. But I made sure to change my passwords after. And
You mean
people can,
after you had your money stolen? Good
yeah.
job.
That's the thing with crypto. Like I'm very sketched out about crypto. Like I still don't understand how these all these gas fees and how you can lose money like that. I had one friend who messed with the gas fee number and he just lost like 600 bucks like nothing, like just like that.
Riot
Just
is
for
killing
changing the
it.
gas fee number. He's like, I don't know what happened, bro. The money was just gone and I'm just like, wow.
Riot is killing it this morning.
Yeah, they're still rallying. I mean,
Yeah.
Bitcoin
I
was.
mean, it started running away from Mara. It's up at 39 right now.
Oh my gosh, Bitcoin just ripped up like nothing. 46.1K again. It's still ripping up. It,
Maybe one of my other little positions. Ooh, one of my other little positions is going to maybe close.
oh, look at this is the rip I'm talking about. This is Bitcoin futures. You don't think or swim. 2 minutes ago, we had this crazy out of the blue rip. Mm. So much for that head and shoulders breakdown that Michael Burry talked about right here, right? Like right around 36, 37K on Bitcoin. Holy moly, man. This never cracked. It did crack 30, but it never really flushed under like we thought, or like I thought. Honestly thought this was gonna crash under hard. It's at 46 right now. I think the trend is still here, guys. The Bitcoin uptrend is still there now. Just proved me wrong. 46K. You know, I have a friend who won a giveaway from a YouTuber. She won one whole Bitcoin at 32K. One Bitcoin. She won $32,000 free. They sent her the
Uh,
Bitcoin and she was asking me, should I sell or should I hold? I just told her
And you,
it was
and
basically
you
like for
said, I don't give financial
I
advice.
told her personally like if I won the money free, I basically don't lose anything, so just hold. If she would have held, that 32 turns into 46K. If it goes back to 60, she wins 60K all for free. That's mind blowing. I didn't tell her to sell. No,
No,
I told her
no,
like I
no.
honestly, if somebody gave me a free Bitcoin right now, I would probably never sell it because it's free. I don't lose anything if you think about it.
And if it goes to zero,
And
you
she
get a
bought
tax
AMC.
write-off.
And she bought AMC when I bought at $2. A couple of other my close friends also bought, and they actually wrote out their shares to like 70. No, I swear I didn't tell her to sell. I would have told you if I told her to sell. I would have been like, man, I should have told her to hold. But she actually did hold. I told her personally, I would have just held it. I don't want to make it seem like I was just giving her financial advice, you know.
Sure sounds like you are.
That's why I told her I personally would hold, to be honest. And she bought AMC. I think she made like 16K on AMC too. She's had a pretty darn good year too. No, I don't know if there'll be another vicious dump like that back down to 28 that quick. I think it would take some time. GameStop, wow, 163. AMC's
What
coming
in the
back.
hell is,
I don't know
what
what's
in the
going
hell
on.
does, what does Angry Garden Gnome mean? GME looking like I want to take it home to meet my, what?
Like, I don't know, like a relationship, I would say.
I,
She doesn't stream though. Like looking back, like she has like the perfect moves. Like she's made the right investment choices at the right time and has exited those positions at the right time. Like you guys know that person, right? Who buys and sells, and when you look back, they're like, "Damn, this person's good at trading."
Thank you for clarifying, Angry, because I'm like, what? Huh?
Yeah, GameStop is doing fantastic today, to be honest. Let's see the daily on this. Testing EMA on the daily. The real test comes here once again. The last time we had this rally and this test was 189 back in mid-July. So this is another EMA test. And we've been under EMA, believe it or not, since we were in Texas, June 9th, the shareholder meeting. That was the time we came down under pretty aggressively. Since then, we've been coming on down with resistance there. So is this the breakout point? Is this the turning point? We're not doing too bad.
Well, actually, if you look at that,
163.94.
if you go back and look at that chart, if it actually breaks EMA, when it's done it historically,
It could run
when
up.
it's,
It could run up like crazy too.
yeah, it could run up real quick. It could rip real good.
I mean, we go back to February, late January. This was when we came down really, really hard down to like 40, and then as you guys know, we had that crazy push here to like
And that's where
100.
I bought that's where I bought majority of my shares is down in the 40-50 range.
I remember when it was down in the 40, 50 range. That's when I also bought as well.
No, he is not a GME stockholder right now.
I haven't got back
He's
in.
a
No,
shill. He's a shill.
I had sold it here, and I forgot who told me. They're like, "Oh, it's gonna go to 250 now. Ralph is out. It's gonna rally." I'm like, probably, to be honest. But in hindsight, it was probably like a good move. Now I could buy back in cheaper. And for some reason, this morning, I was gonna tell you, Rob. I think today's a good day to get into GameStop. Now it's up 7%. Now we have to wait. Now we're all basically gonna wait to see what AMC does to GameStop. That's also going to be another interesting thing to see later on midday.
AMC
Later on,
AMC is not going to do anything to GameStop.
I don't know, man. I really think if AMC pulls back on earnings, GameStop could be held back down by that. John
Why?
likes paper hands.
Why do you think that?
Um, I think they just move coherently. I think what we've been
The
seeing on
only thing
AMC.
the only way these guys are linked anymore is through those meme stock ETFs.
I mean, look at
Yeah,
AMC
yeah.
on Wednesday and look at GameStop on Wednesday. This was Wednesday for both of these stocks. They had the nice push on market open, 152 to 157 for GameStop, and 33 to 35 on AMC. Midday, the same thing. Under EMA, pulling back. GameStop closed at a new low to 145 after hours. AMC, this is pre-market or after hour, or is this after hours? After hours, 28.50. They had the exact same thing, a new low after hours too. That's what I think so. And like you said, they're in the same basket. Let's see 400 and I'll show you some paper hands. This is Robert Boker.
Yeah, he's a little bitch. So yeah,
Pam says that paper hand at 325. See, everybody has their different levels, and I respect that.
yeah. Well, all right. I for Pam, I got to add a zero to the end of hers.
It's kind of
That's
much,
when
though.
that's when we're getting close.
See, if GameStop hit 500 tomorrow, Rob, you'd be up some pretty good money. You know, would you struggle to like hold or
No,
no? You just be like, I'm chill, like I'm just gonna hold this out.
I already know what it's worth.
Hmm.
Um, so it boils down to, if it gets up there 3250, 3500, yeah, then I'm gonna be looking at it going, but anything below that, no.
Would sell 3 shares of 500. Says Robert Boker.
No. Poker would, I wouldn't.
Let's go see Ortex for GameStop. $12.58% SI for GME. AMC, let's refresh the SI.
Okay, Phoenix, all right, there's the same odds of that happening as us figuring out how to break light speed.
Doge hitting 500 tomorrow. We struggled to hit a dollar. Well, it's very hard to break a dollar. Imagine 500. Claudia says, honestly, at $10,000 a share, I would sell 10% of my shares.
Well, I hold 5,000 shares of GME between me and my accounts and my ex-wife's accounts. By the time it's all said and done, $3 to $10,000 a share, we're going to be mostly out. We'll only end up holding like 800 shares left over for whatever it continues to do.
Any word on the apparent FTDs for AMC in August? I heard a bunch of news on it. Then it seemed to fade as always. I have no idea. Uh, Kevin, AMC FTDs.
Well, I think they've pretty much proven that all the puts were not really FTDs because they would have had to have reinitiated those somehow, some way, or they would had to have, and that's for GME and AMC both, or they would had to have bought in to get rid of them. So I'm a little worried about that, but not much.
Let's see, it should be on here too on Ortex.
I mean, I suppose it's possible that they did move them offshore in some way, shape, fashion, or form, but even that, what was it, the one in Brazil or whatever, they've proven that that was a glitch. So, yeah,
Is it like that one time where somebody said they had knew somebody working at Citadel and someone sent them a picture where AMC share price was actually like $1,600.
oh, good Lord, give me a break.
That just like somebody probably photoshopped that. They said that was an actual picture from Citadel, and the
Yeah,
share
okay,
price was
whatever.
like 1,600. The official share price. Huge buyer of 20,000 Snapchat, August 2083 calls for 75 cents. Wow, Snapchat has been, I believe, like doing really, really well as well. Let's see. Not bad. I remember when this first IPO'd like at $28, I was day trading it, and I actually did really well. I'm like, should I just hold Snapchat for the long term? I mean, I think it'll be able to be up there with like Facebook. And there was a lot of problems with their revenue. They lost a lot of money. Look at it now at 80. Is this a meme stock? I don't think so. Snapchat's a meme stock. So you guys heard it here first. There's a big buyer of Snapchat calls. August 2083 calls for 75 cents.
Sounds to me like somebody's trying to make a gamma squeeze come up.
83. That'd be a new 52-week high as well. My SL for hood is around 56, assuming you mean stop loss.
What's a stop loss?
I
What?
don't know. We just hold till we go to zero.
Somebody has no faith in Hood.
56.50s. That'd be literally the low of today, too. I wouldn't be intrigued by hood until we climb back above 60s.
And then you'd short it.
I don't think I can short it. We already tried shorting it.
Honestly, dude, listen to yourself. If you're saying you're not interested at it until it goes higher, then you've got to be talking about shorting it because why wouldn't you buy now?
Because it's dead. There's no movement that I'm looking for. The strength isn't there. First, I want to see some strength in that stock.
Oh, so buy high, sell low. Okay, gotcha.
I wouldn't sell lower unless it starts coming down. That's what happened last week on last
I
week
think
when
I think Darth sits there and waits for you to sell Tesla so he can
that's
buy
the
it.
motto: buy high, sell low. So when did we trade this on Thursday, right? I forgot what day it was. Wednesday actually when it hit 85 and they got halted. We bought in right around here somewhere. There was no movement. Actually came down to 56, and then towards the end of the day, it ran up back to 70. In hindsight, that would have been a good play, but I'm not willing to hold through that. And then we dumped to 50 on Thursday.
I'm surprised Hood has held up as long as it has. I'm amazed, in all honesty.
We'll just wait and see.
I guess retail isn't as angry as they pretend to be or
Honestly, the
pretend.
people who were bashing Robinhood saying it's going to zero, we're going to short it, were probably the ones that were buying. I'm not going to lie, they're probably were the ones that were
Oh
buying
yeah,
calls.
oh yeah.
Oh man, Claudia, I appreciate that. You have a great day as well. So I never talk bad about Robinhood, and we make our jokes here and there, but to be honest, I think it was a great play.
And you notice that what was it, 97, 98 million, whatever the hell it was, that they're going to dilute. That had very little influence on the price.
It did. We just brushed
And that
over
just
it. Like I
shocks
forgot
me.
about that.
And that just shocks me.
You're right about that, 100%. We ate up the news like nothing.
I mean, it affected it like $2 maybe for short term. Now I'm right there with you, Angry. I after all the games they played, and they continue to play. Oh yeah, we have to turn off the buy button. Whether it be Bitcoin or whatever. It's just like, really, guys?
Well, everybody did that.
We're,
A lot of brokers did that back in January.
well, yeah, but Robinhood continued to do it even as of late as of what, last month before last.
Yeah, there was another instance where they actually did pause buying like 2 months after February, I think. AMC still holding these higher lows, man. There's somewhat of an uptrend here. Maybe
Hey,
35 is
hey,
possible today.
Workhorse is up 4 cents.
Workhorse,
Yeah, it's up 4 cents.
it looks kind of dead. This reminds me of Palantir.
Isn't Palantir? Hey, don't they have
Oh,
they have earnings? They have earnings this week too, don't they?
Palantir is rallying today. It's up 5%. Let's see. On the 12th. Is that Wednesday? So is it 9? Thursday.
So yeah, that's a buy the rumor, sell the news
Mm,
situation right
It's
there
doing
too.
well. It's doing well.
Yes, it is.
Robinhood did that with Dogecoin. I think you're right. I think it was Dogecoin. Back on May 8th was actually Saturday Night Live with Elon Musk. I don't know why I still remember that date, May 8th.
Because you're a Elon Musk groupie.
Probably not.
No, I've never even heard of them.
I have. I heard of the ticker CLNE.
I mean, other than them being a natural gas, compressed natural gas company, and yeah, they've got a couple of stations around here, but I've never seen them with any trucks in them.
I thought we talked about that stock.
We did.
I'm a musketeer. Well,
I must say he's a groupie, not a musketeer.
no, if I was,
He,
I'd probably be all in on Tesla
he,
and I'd be shilling people who are bearish on Twitter and go
he wants to
ranting
bear
them.
he wants to bear Elon's children.
No. Boeing says assessing multiple launch opportunities for Starliner in August.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Boeing to come back down because it gets down 200, maybe even sub 200. It's a
And it
good buy
bounces,
again.
yeah.
'Cause it always seems to bounce back.
It's like Bitcoin. It's like Bitcoin under 30K. The Olympics ended, by the way, ended yesterday. Why am I still getting Olympic tweets on there?
Did anybody watch the Olympics? I know I sure as hell didn't.
I only saw a couple of events. Soccer for sure. Basketball, of course, the US swept like nothing. This is like their seventh or eighth consecutive win back to
They're
back.
supposed to be amateurs. Why are they allowing pros?
I think we have winter coming up too. That's not his daughter. Garden gnome.
What? Booker, what are you talking about?
I think AMC might just push here. We're waiting for 35. Let me set my alerts on this bad boy. 35. Let's set one on the low side as well. About what, Gardenum? I didn't see your question.
Yeah, it was about clean energy, that
Oh,
natural gas.
CLNE.
Yeah, CLNE.
Oh, AMC tweet. AMC Entertainment holding shares up 3.9% at 33 among the top 10 most actively traded stocks on U.S. exchanges. AMC. Oh my God, is Rich Greenfield is back on CNBC, guys. Remember that one penny guy? One penny price target. So this just came out actually like an hour ago. I didn't see this. The recent price on AMC is showing that retail investors are selling the stock. Rich said on Monday, blah. The reality is the short interest has really dried up. The crazy thing now is that you've got a lot of retail shareholders trying to convince other retail shareholders to buy the stock while they're clearly dumping up the stock. The box office is very underwhelming because there just aren't enough people willing to go to the theaters, especially for family films. It seems like financial suicide. Gotta remember this guy's very, very biased. I did not see that.
I mean, when the Olympics moved away from strictly amateur athletes, they started allowing professionals in there. When they added, oh, I don't know, um, synchronized swimming, ballet, whatever. When they added ping pong, I was like, okay, I'm done.
You stopped watching it when?
Uh, I don't know. Back in the '80s, I stopped watching it.
Hmm. When was the last time it was in the U.S.? Ping pong is legit. See, now I think they introduced like skateboarding, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Robert Boker and I were talking about that yesterday, I
You're
think, or day
kidding.
before.
Power walking is
And
not a sport.
and yeah, he was like, I was like, ping pong is a joke, and then he's like, and he was sitting there talking about the skateboarding coming in. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, skating was
Oh, and
introduced.
rock climbing. Yeah, he mentioned rock climbing too, Dars. I'm like, oh, give me a fucking break.
I still don't believe that power walking is just like what? I think I'm good at that, to be honest. I think I think you're saving the next Olympics in Paris, France, in like 3 years.
I'll start watching it.
What's the
I joked around about this with somebody on, another channel or another Discord. I said I'll start watching it again when they have Olympic dominoes.
You almost made me spit out my coffee. What's next? Like Olympic crawling or like what? I don't understand this. They need to add parkour and get rid of a lot of these other things they consider a sport. I think don't they have like professional tag? Like I used to play like
Oh,
tag as kids.
no.
Actually, I was at the gym and I saw they had the TVs right, and they were showing tag, and these guys were like
Oh,
jumping
well,
over.
then we'll just do laser tag.
Okay, that's already too far out there. When Bruce Jenner comes back.
Maybe, hey, maybe if the Olympics does, bring in laser tag, maybe we can start settling disputes like that. Laser tag instead of, blood and treasure, we can just do laser tag.
Tic
Word.
tac toe. Oh man. Laser tag would be awesome. I've always wanted to play that. I've never played laser tag. I have a bet with Robert about Bruce winning the governor race. No way. No way out here in Cali that probably gonna happen. Maybe I actually want me Kevin to be governor. Olympic Olympic stock trading. Who can get to 420.69 the quickest? If I'm more arm wrestling.
Wars.
Companies from Google to Walmart have announced vaccine mandates for some or all of their workers. Olympic shorting, Olympic short selling.
I think Citadel would win that one hands down.
Oh man.
No, Phoenix, somebody might actually think that's a dog, and they would go all politically correct, and oh, good Lord.
Dog
It would
throwing.
not be good because somebody go in there instead of throwing a Dogecoin, which doesn't even exist, they'd throw a dog.
You know,
That
Peter
would
would be
not
all
be
up in
good.
there. Peter would be all up in there.
Oh, you bet. The left coast would just they would lose their fucking minds.
Yeah, that was a little. I remember watching this video, and when he mentioned that, I didn't know what to think about that. Declaring martial law on homelessness. There's a couple other things as well.
How do you declare martial law on homelessness? What?
Guess we gotta get me Kevin
You
on the show.
arrest them? You arrest people that are homeless and put them in jail? That's brilliant.
No, I think he was talking about giving them shelter, education, food.
Isn't that what y'all pay taxes for?
Doesn't look like it.
Don't y'all already have like the highest, you know, taxation aside from New York?
It
Don't y'all
doesn't
already
look
have?
like it. It does not look like it out here. Come on, AMC, what are you doing?
I mean, hell, you got people leaving the state daily because of the tax situation out there.
That's just one of the many things.
Okay, did Bitcoin come down? Because Mars is starting to drop back down again. It's not climbing as strong as it was. It's actually lost
Let's
since
see.
this morning.
45.6. So it retreated off 46 slightly. Maybe that's why.
It could be.
Oh, yeah, Mara did pull back. Right, it's probably doing the same. Right at 38. AMC still at 33.50. I would say an important support level today is definitely going to be $33. Mm, 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 mm. GameStop 158.
Oh, so he's going to set up tent cities for like we do for the illegal immigrants or the undocumented immigrants, excuse me. So yeah, he deployed the National Guard to assist with homelessness. So he set up all those 50-man tents and put them in there. Then they'd have a roof over their head, sort of, I
Mm.
guess.
Yeah, he has
Okay,
a whole video
he's
explaining.
just as retarded as everybody else out there. All right,
He has a whole video, a whole like 1 hour video talking about that.
you've got to be kidding me.
I swear, and I think he actually went to court with the state of California because they didn't let him put Meet Kevin on the ballot.
I don't want jousting. I want like swords, and I'm not talking foils, fencing. I'm talking real double-edged swords. Let's just be real about it. They're the ones that want to start the wars. Let those idiots, fight the wars. Bet they'd find a way to resolve differences if they didn't have to send other people to die for them.
Pull him back on AMC 33.27. Let's say we hold these higher lows here. So we're gonna be streaming later on as well. Rob, does Rob want to join us later on for the AMC earnings?
I ain't got nothing going on.
Let's go. Let's do it then. So I think this is a good spot to end it. Somebody just tweeted stepping off the desk for a bit. It's funny. because we're gonna end it here as well. Uh, so we're gonna be back, mm, like 30 minutes after the market closes. 30 minutes after the market closes. So not power hour, but like 30 minutes after the market closes because the that should be enough time to actually have the earnings up, if I'm not mistaken. So by the time we're live, I think we should have the earnings out, and most importantly, we're waiting for the conference call, the earnings call. So, yeah, we will be back later. Thank you, Rob, for hopping on this morning. I'll see you in a couple hours. I think we lost Rob. I think he's already
No, I'm
out.
here.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah, I haven't said goodbye. I'm generally nice about that.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Probably get some other stuff done this morning too, huh?
No, no, I mean, I'm just looking at the
Candlesticks.
the scrolling tickers,
Uh-huh.
trying to see what else I might want to look at and maybe get into.
Dogecoin.
Because I'm not going to get into the one I wanted. Oh,
Maybe
oh,
like Dogecoin, HUD.
why do you try to make why are you trying to make me leave your channel?
Oh man. We'll see you guys in a couple hours. Hopefully you guys have an amazing rest of your morning. Rob hasn't told us how to go play in the streets. Oh, let Robert do the outro.
Oh yeah, we go play in the streets. There we go. Get the hell out. Go dodge traffic.
Oh man, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Later.